Hi everyone. So today I want to talk about wholeness and what it is to be a whole human being. What I think it is the embrace of our divine side and our animal side. Now I think spiritual people, some spiritual people, myself included, on the journey to wholeness, kind of hit a roadblock when they are confronted with their animal side. For a while I was trying to shed those aspects of my animal side until I realized, like, probably, I was trying to shed them for quite a long time. It took me a long time to realize this, but when I realized that I cannot shed parts of myself, I cannot let go of parts of myself that are fundamentally things that make me human, things that make me a human being. I can't deny them, and so I think I think what makes our animal side so hard to accept and so hard to embrace and love is, well, I think society has a very negative view on those aspects that come out of our animal side. Um, like and in all fairness, like, these ones are pretty pretty hard things to accept. Like, I guess on the extreme there'd be like fear, violence, sexual perversion, and greed. Those are like the ones on the, the most extreme side of the spectrum. But these things only happen when there's an imbalance inside of us and a core belief of unsacredness. And when we view our animal side as sacred, then it's more easy to accept and love and love it. And when you accept and love those parts of yourself, then those things are transformed. Like, violence becomes security, and sexual perversion becomes sexual freedom, and greed becomes personal power. And I think anyone who knows the chakra system, kind of knows where I'm going with this. The our animal side, I believe, has to do with our lower three chakras, and core beliefs of unsacredness and views of wrongness of human beings being born into sin, are stifling the flow and the growth of our lower chakras. I don't think we're born into sin. I think we're born into sacredness, but but society's view, has kind of instilled a core belief within us, that those parts of us are unsacred, like our lower three chakras. Those things that come out of our lower three chakras are unsacred, and that's really just very too bad. Very too bad. I think it's a travesty almost that it's viewed like that, because it makes it so hard to accept, and it just, we need to see it as sacred. Just that's the main point. We need to see it as sacred instead of unsacred, because I find that when you have a view on things, it tends to live up to that view. Like, even yourself, like, if we view ourselves as unsacred, or parts of ourselves as unsacred, then we tend to live up to that, and manifest the unsacred, things coming out of those aspects of us. But if you view yourself as sacred, like all of yourself as sacred, then you tend to live up to that part, your view of yourself. I hope that made sense. And by the way, I when I realized this, I was really excited and stuff. It seems like our animal side is like our root chakra, our sacral chakra, and our solar plexus. And our divine side is our throat chakra, our third eye chakra, and our crown chakra. And the one in between, the one that really brings them together, is our heart chakra. And I just think that that's so perfect, so beautiful, and just it makes sense. It really makes logical, perfect, amazing, beautiful sense. I love it. So when I made the video prior to this called Embracing Your Animal, while I was making that video, I was making the realization that of the acceptance of the need to accept my animal side and see it as sacred. And when I really I remember the moment I accepted my animal side as truly fundamentally part of me, that I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, and I truly accepted it and loved it. I felt more connected to all the human beings on this planet, more connected than I've ever felt ever before to everybody on this planet, and more connected to myself as well. Like, it was amazing. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment, because I was loving and understanding an essential part of myself and an essential part of you. And it was very wonderful. It was very beautiful. So I want to talk a little bit about what it looks like to embrace your animal side. I mean, it might look a little bit different for you, but this is what it looked like for me. So emotions, the acceptance of emotions, honoring them, like no matter what the emotion is, like anger is okay. It's part of the human experience. If you feel anger, you need to accept that you're feeling anger and honor that you're feeling anger and let it in, instead of, there's this, I find lots of people saying let it go, just let it go, but you need to let it in, and then only then I think will it relax. Things tend to, especially emotions, they tend to kind of beat down your door until you acknowledge them and accept that they're there and let them in and feel them. Just be in that moment with it. It needs to be felt. So yeah, just letting it in. That's a big lesson that I've learned that's helped me so much. And also, for a long time too, I was thinking oh, I'm a spiritual person. Why am I feeling angry or frustrated? That's, that doesn't make any sense. I'm spiritual, so I'm enlightened and stuff. So I shouldn't be feeling these human emotions. And it's not all farts and fairy dust, as my friend says. And that's okay. That's totally okay. It's part of the human experience, human emotions. It's essential. So enjoy it. Just savor all your emotions, whether it be love or anger or excitement or whatever. Just savor them and acknowledge them and honor them. The next one is food. I love food in general, but since I've really embraced my animal side, I've really I love food. It's like making love to food. Just viewing it as sacred. I say love and gratitude to all my food and water, and my kids say it as well. It's very cute. And just if you have a sacred view on everything you put in your body, then I find that it's difficult for me to really view a potato chip or a burger from McDonald's as sacred. But if you know, like a garden carrot, like a garden, like a carrot that I picked from a garden, and it's just like, it's still got dirt on it, and it's just so beautiful and perfect, and it's just, it's so awesome. And that's you know, that's what really excites me about food. And you know, I think that I don't know, that side has just kind of blossomed and stuff, and I've seen, like, I've just marveled. It's a marvel, you know. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking carrot. This is the best carrot in the fucking universe, and I'm eating it. Ah, thank you, you know? Like thank you so much, you know, to the carrot. It's just awesome. Okay, moving on. Sex. So, like, I'm not saying, you know, when you embrace your animal side, you have to go and spread your seed everywhere, like, you know, like a dog, or, you know, anything like that. But I am saying, you know, whether you're having monogamous sex or sex in an open relationship, it should be, again, viewed as sacred. You should feel beautiful and sexy and sacred if, you know, when you're having sex. You know, like, there's so many different types of relationships out there. Some of them involve sex and some of them don't, and they're just too, you know, there's too many different kinds. Like, there's different kinds of relationships for every different kind of person there is. So to, you know, to kind of put them in a box, I don't think is really right. But I think whether you're, you know, when you're having sex, you should feel sacred and beautiful and sexy and free and no shame at all. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like slow, wonderful, sensual sex either. I mean, it can be, which is awesome, but it can be like hard, fast, dirty, like animal sex, you know? It can be that as well. And you can still feel beautiful and sacred and you know, no shame and free and all those things. Okay, moving on. I don't have much time. I gotta go fast. Okay, fear. Fear as well comes from my animal side, and it has to do with survival. And I've found that, like, fear wants to protect who we are from changing. I really had, like, kind of struggled with that part. And so what I've learned to do is accept the fear and thank it for trying to protect me. Because it's really like, it's like you're this person, and change is, it will, you know, any kind of change will change you as a person. So your fear is trying to protect that person that is existing right then. So anyway, so yeah, accepting the fear, thanking it for protecting that person that you are, and stepping through the fear. Because usually what you want is on the other side of fear, and growth and change is on the other side of fear. Also, nature. Having to be outside. I have to be outside. Like, I have to get outside or I go crazy, and I'm not a very nice person to be around sometimes. Like, it's a need. I need it like water and like food. I need to be outside. It's, and when I go outside, I like, it's a sensual experience. It's like a form of making love to, you know, to nature. It's like lover nature. I've heard some people say, and you know, connecting to the earth and just enjoying being outside is essential. And also working out, feeling your body be alive. I've been working out a lot, and it's just like feeling that, you know, you are alive and you're pushing your body. Your body wants to be pushed. It wants to feel that it's alive. So working out is a great way to do that. My dog Juno, she loves to run, and I see her face, and she's just like, she loves it. She's like smiling, and she is just like, like, she loves it. And so anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up really quickly because I don't have much time. All this is part of being a human being. We are spiritual beings on this planet to have a human experience. So make your human experience as you know, as saturated with experience, just as saturated with everything that you can feel. Just as much as you can feel, as much as you can do, as much as you can love, as much as you can be. I think that's about it. I love you guys very much, and I'm very happy to experience all this with you guys. I feel like giving you guys a big hug. Okay.